Hi, beautiful people. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are all doing well. Natasha Cooper did a very lengthy live yesterday because she got tired of the messages she was receiving about what other creators were saying about Gypsy. So she went live to defend Gypsy Rose. Actually, let her explain. Oh, and by the way, Gypsy and Kristy was in a chat. Shocker. And I have included comments of theirs along the way. And also, members of the co-op also made an appearance.
I was so aggravated when I text Kristy earlier. I said, I'm over this shit. Like, I'm getting messages nonstop on every freaking channel. I have 3 channels on TikTok, and every one of them, they're full of messages about, is this true? Have you heard this? Have you seen this? Or people forwarding me videos of people that I'd never want to listen to in my life. Don't care what they say. Is Gypsy pregnant? Is this? And I'm just like, I haven't even been paying attention over here much. I've literally been focused on brown rice and YouTube, and I don't even. So I was like, what? So then I started looking this morning, and I'm like, they got that from this, and this is from what? Like, and then you have the others, the ones who have self-appointed themselves as the end-all be-all, know everything about Gypsy and every single person that may have possibly ever spoken to her, been involved with her, or met her in their lives. The ones who put up pictures of random babies, mocking those babies, calling infants, innocent freaking babies, ugly, talking about them having cross eyes. Who the fuck does that? And the fact that anybody still listens to these people, I will never understand.
What would one say Natasha Cooper's doing? Cast a stone, double dealing, or hypocritical? Because who was the one that took autopsy photos of a deceased boy, an innocent little boy, who didn't deserve what happened to him? Who put those autopsy photos on their Patreon in order to profit from them? Oh yeah, that was Natasha Cooper.
I don't care how much you dislike Gypsy. I don't care how much you dislike what Gypsy did. What these people are doing is wrong on so many levels. And there's some of you who act as if it's perfectly normal. This is perfectly normal behavior. This is what perfectly normal adults are supposed to do on the internet. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It isn't. This isn't what anybody should be doing on the internet. Anybody who thinks that it's okay to make fun of babies or to wish harm on babies, you need Jesus. Hell, we all need Jesus, but you really need Jesus. I mean, what else are y'all gonna do? Because I've had stuff, I've had real life crap happen to me. And everybody knows that I don't agree with what Gypsy did. But that doesn't mean that that gives me the right to interfere and talk about her life and what I think happened in her life every second of every day. And quite frankly, I don't understand why anybody would want to. Anybody that has a life themselves should be more focused on their own life instead of somebody else's. And I deal with this every day. I have stalkers too. Shit, I have whole ass channels made about me. And I am nobody. The level that people take their dislike of someone to is ridiculous. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And you usually know it. But I'm not going to sit here and dwell on it every moment of every day and watch everything that you do and every move that you make and comment on it. You come at me, I'm coming back at you, and y'all all know that. I say this all the time. I'm just as nice as I can be until I'm not. But even when I'm not going live every day, multiple times a day about somebody. I say what I got to say and then I'm done and I move on to whatever else I'm going to talk about. I do that on YouTube every single night. Love you too, Kat. I mean, give me a break, y'all. At what point is enough enough? What has to happen? I have not said anything about Gypsy in months. Like I said, I've always been about evidence. I've always been about, not spreading misinformation.
They don't like evidence.
And the fact that there's so many of these people now who just thrive on, anything that they see, they immediately have to run out here and make some kind of, ridiculous, accusation about. And Fancy has been trying to run with this crazy theory about Nick since I started on this. And quite frankly, this is where I'm at with it. And like it or lump it. I mean, that's just where I'm at. And anybody that has ever listened to me knows how I feel about this case. But this is where I'm at. Gypsy did her time.
The moment
she did the time that the justice system saw fit to give her. There's not one thing that anybody can do to change that. Nothing. And if they're going to crucify every person who has committed a crime and has done the time that the justice system gave them, then you need to start on every criminal. And I'm gonna talk about this. Ma'am, she did her time but should not profit from it at all. Here's where I'm at with that. Take it up with the people who got rid of the Son of Sam law. Because Gypsy didn't do that.
And should anybody be? I mean, look at all the people that's actually talking about the crime still or talking about her. They're profiting off of Dee Dee's death. More than Gypsy.
Yeah, Gypsy's not speaking about the crime at all. Like literally ever. What is she making money off of?
And that's what
She's making money off of her life story as it is now. Like that's different.
Listen, and everybody knows how I feel about this. I don't think that anybody should profit off of a crime, especially not off of somebody else's death. But none of you have a problem with Morbid and his crew, Starlight, Nina, Ivory Rose. None of you have a problem with them making money from Dee Dee's death. Y'all watch everything they say and everything they do.
It's hypocrisy for me all the time.
You're contributing. You're contributing to it. You're out here complaining that Gypsy's doing this and Gypsy's doing that, but you're contributing to other people doing the same damn thing. How's that any different? It isn't. There's not a person involved in this that is a saint. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And how many of y'all have sat there and listened to Morbid and those scum-sucking shitbags over there literally talk about babies, and you have no problem with it?
Disabled babies at that.
I'll tell you something else that I have an issue with. Y'all know that I do not agree with talking ill of the dead. I don't care who it is. I just don't. They're not here to defend themselves, and it is never something that I have been a proponent of, and I've always been dead set against it. And some of these people, get the fuck out of here asking stupid ass questions like that. Mods, fuck that, I'll just block them myself. I'm in a mood, I'm just telling y'all. How many years are you gonna talk about Gypsy? It's been 3 years. Well, Newfie Mutter, are you new? Haley, can you please explain to me where I ever said I didn't want justice for Nick? See, that's the problem with people. You are part of the problem. You think that because I'm defending people making...
You never finish your sentence, Natasha. You meant to say defending Gypsy? Why was it so hard for you to finish that sentence?
Up things about Gypsy and running with nonsense? You think that because that I can't do both?
Justice for Nikki has nothing to do with
Just
Gypsy.
because I'm against one thing, I can't be for another. Are you an
They're
adult?
closed-minded, tunnel-visioned, hate-bonded losers, really.
Are you an adult? I mean, that's where I'm at with this. Because at the end of the day, anybody who can't understand that you can certainly want more than one thing at a time. I've always wanted justice for Nick. And justice for Nick is treatment. Justice for Nick is a fair trial.
He's not going to give justice to him.
He didn't get one. And I don't care who says he did. He did not get a fair trial. They didn't present everything, and they just didn't. And here's the thing. If he had another trial, what is justice for Dee Dee? Well, here's the thing. Let's talk about that for just a minute, shall we? Justice in the United States of America is determined by the justice system. And that ain't us. You're not a judge. I'm not a juror. You may think that, that it's your prerogative or it's your right to convict or condemn somebody. But exactly. Justice for Crystal in the chat, Jana. Her sister hasn't got justice to this fucking day. Gypsy did 10 years, and whether you agree that that's enough or sufficient or not, doesn't mean jack diddly shit in the overall scheme of things. The court of public opinion means nothing to the justice system.
Natasha, can you remind these folks what the federal level of this is? Because that's the other thing that's the big rumor now is they're going federal. She's going to get federal charges and get re-indicted. Can you please explain that doesn't happen?
I've already done this once, but let's talk about it.
I know, but you know how you got to re-explain
Well, let's talk
with
about
people
that.
with crayons.
Second-degree murder is not a capital crime. They can
All right,
never.
let's
It's
talk about it.
it's impossible. They can't be
break it
federal.
down.
Bree in the background said, murder is a capital crime and it is impossible. It can't be federal. Well, Bree, you are wrong again. Murder can be federal, and I have highlighted the part that you should pay very close attention to and that corrects your misinformation. You're welcome.
Let me break it down.
It's not a capital crime.
Let me break it down. Nothing else is going to be done. I don't care what you think. I don't care how you decide to interpret a law. I don't care how much you think, because something crossed state lines, the feds are going... No. Dumbasses. I just can't.
Before we listen to Natasha's explanation of the law, where did she get a law degree from? Please drop it in the comments.
The feds are doing nothing. The feds aren't looking at anything. The feds aren't investigating anything. Nothing is happening.
The feds are too busy running around trying to... Never mind.
And it doesn't matter how much you want that to be true because, morbid sawed-off ass, Fu Manchu-looking idiot self is over there telling you, or Fancy's prematurely balding, screeching, looking like a hobbit self is telling you something else somebody else did. Doesn't matter how much you listen to that bullshit, it doesn't make it true. It's ridiculous. It's so freaking ridiculous. And it's like, every time I get on here, it's more ridiculousness. I don't understand how these people are still so wrapped up in this shit. I mean, seriously. Lord, what a name.
Money.
Bree said Nick's trail was fair. Well, what trail was that?
My problem, Natasha, is that these people don't realize that many appeals courts have looked at all this evidence and feels like it's not justified to have another trial.
Gypsy, listen, here's the thing, and y'all, and I said this at the beginning, and take it for what it's worth. I don't care if you like Gypsy. I don't care if you like me. Don't give a fuck. But you can't get on here and act like you're morally superior to somebody when you condone and literally not only condone but encourage other people to say and do things that are just as reprehensible as what you claim somebody else has done. How does that even make common sense to anybody?
Oh, hey,
You said
Natasha.
you are more
Gypsy just said she wanted to come
Yeah,
up. Oh, there you go.
Gypsy,
My
I'm
boss is
just
coming
gonna go
up,
ahead and tell
y'all.
you now. I don't know what you're gonna hear or what's gonna happen.
That's fine.
Listen,
That's fine.
my paycheck just came up. I gotta be quiet, y'all.
My direct deposit just hit. Thanks, Kristy.
Thank you, Chris.
And
Apparently, I have apparently I'm getting paid and I don't realize it. I'm not sure what account it's going to because I've not seen it, but
oh shoot, they've always
When
been
everybody's
getting paid.
I know. Well, apparently I'm really getting paid right now because my whole freaking everything is blowing up.
Well, I see your account is rising. A lot of people coming in. This always happens.
Always.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Well, Gypsy, I haven't gotten any of my paychecks, so
Linda.
Listen, I'm gonna one up Kristy. I'm not gonna pay in frog legs. I'm gonna pay in crab legs.
That's more my style.
I personally have never come across anyone speaking harm on Gypsy's daughter. Only a comment Gypsy made herself, saying that other people are saying that about her child. But then again, this is what happens when you believe what you are told by Gypsy or Kristy, who Natasha admitted that she called when she saw all those messages she was getting. The reason why people talk about Gypsy is to correct her inconsistencies. And yes, Gypsy may have done a time. You see, a normal person, when and if they released from prison, they would do the necessary work to reacclimate themselves. As Gypsy Rose walked out of prison thinking she's a celebrity, acting entitled, and continues to act entitled. With a chip on her shoulder, Gypsy's life story is her crime. A crime she claims she committed because she was abused. Having a mum who is overprotective is not abuse. Medical records don't show abuse. Gypsy is her crime. That is what she is known for and wants to be known for, in my opinion. Her reality show, her books. If she didn't want that, she should have done a time and gone and lived a private life. Natasha names Nina, Starlight, and Morbid. As far as I have seen, all they do is call out Gypsy's lies, reveal the truth from the FOIA documents. They do make fun of people as clapbacks because of Gypsy's guard dogs, where Natasha fails to mention they dox people. Look what they did to Nina. Took food off the table for her kids. Gypsy condoned the doxing her guard dogs have done to numerous creators. Natasha also fails to mention how racist and xenophobic Gypsy's clique is. I can't with people like this. Natasha that chooses to not do her due diligence and just take the word of the parties involved that she's defending. I just can't. As you guys saw, Gypsy came on panel, and I truly think you guys will be entertained at what she says to Natasha and how Natasha reacts to what she said to her, or should I say, Natasha's facial expression, which is absolutely priceless. Part 2 should be up, so go ahead, check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. Have a wonderful rest of your day and weekend. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another and don't forget to make good memories. Bye, guys.